morning, just down at the hot rod shop. The guys are trying to get Jim's car together for him for Deuce Days. Got the engine in the chassis, the front suspension's all in, and some front brakes in there. But I was just working on the rear brakes. A lot of this stuff hasn't been fit yet, so hopefully this will make it all work. They've got all the bolts switched over to grade 8 and figuring out bolt lengths and trying to make everything match. Putting some stuff together on the body to at least mock that up a little bit, just to show it as more of a complete project. Shouldn't be long and they'll be putting the body on there, making it a car again. So we got that going on right now. A couple guys working on that project, and then over here we got the 34 getting ready to go. So the air cleaner's on now, and Eric's just working on getting that interior back together.
Just had to respline the gas pedal so it can fit this existing trim.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, and the interior back in, it's all coming together. Good morning. How's things going on the Toyota?
It's in, I had to modify it.
Yeah.
Put all the clutch stuff off, so it just worked better than any one we had. Just cuts right in the steering.
Oh yeah.
So I just modified the old one. Plus the old one holds the dash together.
Oh right, yeah.
And I didn't have to do a bunch.
So the pedal box part, you use the old one to put the brake pedal in instead of the...
No, I used the old brake pedal too.
Oh,
just
okay.
changed the switch to the new switch.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Because it goes around the steering column. The other one went straight through it.
Oh, I see.
It wasn't gonna work.
Yeah.
Unless we moved. Yeah, it was not worth it.
Have we heard back from the customer yet on...
Mark messaged them this morning. So hopefully find out, and then we can cut this out today, and I can
get going with some metal fab and get the tunnel kind of figured out.
I'm gonna modify this. We're gonna have to change the...
Yeah, make some more room for your foot. Yeah.
So he's got a bit extra room.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure the cover doesn't fit all this big, huge spot in the floor for the transfer case anyway.
Pretty wide though.
Is it? Yeah.
It's like from here to here.
Yeah. But back here it looks all cut out for the transfer case, so.
Yeah.
And then there's no structure here for anything, so it's a thick floor, but we might have to do something. So. All right, well, guys are working away over here. So Friday afternoon, about 2:30. Let's do another quick walk around at the hot rod shop. Lots going on. We got the go-ahead on the Toyota to modify the firewall, give us some more room on the inside of the car for more pedal room in this area. So we'll be able to move things over, give more pedal box foot area and more under the dash area, because we don't need that recessed tunnel because he doesn't have a big inline 6 engine anymore. He's got the 4-cylinder diesel. So Clint's working away on that. The guys are making some good progress on Jim's 32 back together. Coming together, eh guys?
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah, those engine mounts look good with a gusset in there.
Yeah, it look way in there.
Cool. Good. Brakes in there. Well, something must have happened. They couldn't get the brakes in the rear. He was struggling with some parts earlier, so he might need something different. Yeah, so they abandoned the rear brakes, but at the end of the day, this is just for the show as an unfinished project. So, but it is looking super cool. Having some paint on there. Chassis is looking good. And then over here on the 34, things are really starting to take shape as well. Show you that. Got the hood back on. Of course, it's extremely dirty, but got the interior back in. The hood's been fully repainted, so none of that shrinkage problem anymore, which is nice. And Rich is making new valve covers for it, which he might have done this weekend, so I can put them on maybe Monday morning, so that'll be cool. And over in the trunk, Lyle's got it all fixed up here, all back together. And of course now this has been remade without a hole for a latch. And then there's no latch up here in the trunk. Hard to see, but he's made a nice little pocket with Alcantara on it as like a grab handle. Even though it's all electronic, you're not going to grab it, but there's already that body work here suggesting that this is a grab handle type area. So that's how we kind of cleaned up having holes in the trunk lid without having to do a bunch of metal work and paint. Well, I was just touching up the little micro switches that we've hidden in the gas filler for our direct to battery safety to open and close the trunk. These are our night switches hidden in there, which we shut off in transport. And we don't want the trunk lid up bouncing on the rams the whole time. Even though it's so solid, I don't think it would matter. But so yeah, coming together. Next time you see it, it should be all cleaned up. And now we've done so much work to that engine, I don't know about putting the hood sides on it. Like, once those new valve covers are done, oh, you're gonna want to see all that at all times. So anyway, coming together. Let's adjust that headlight. There we go. Friday evening, just heading to the farm. When Kevin first registered for Deuce Days, he registered the Deuce Coupe Milner replica from American Graffiti. Leah can pop up a picture of us how we had it on the back of the COE for the Pharaohs car show last summer, or I guess last September. That car was registered as well as the 34. So we didn't even realize he actually had cars registered, just thought he had 2 spots registered. And then we needed a car that was 1951 or earlier for the second spot next to the 34. So anyway, we just got the radiator back for the 47 Windsor that we were thinking of taking. It is a cool car and whatnot, but really taking a Deuce Coupe to Deuce Days makes the most sense, obviously. The reason for the bigger car at first was to have enough room for the 4 of us, but Kevin and his wife aren't flying in until Saturday night. So they don't really need a vehicle because it's Sunday's the car show all day downtown, and then they're coming back with us in the F450. So really, it'll just be Chandel and I doing the driving around. So that being said, I'm gonna go pick up the 32. Kevin just went and got insurance on it. We're gonna get it off of the COE and get it down to the shop. I think the last time we drove it, it was popping out of 4th gear, and we adjusted it, and then it was popping out of 3rd gear, which is pretty common. I think we potentially worked on it again and fixed that, but I'm not sure. So we're going to obviously figure that out now, driving it back to the shop and just go through it, maybe give it an oil change on Monday or Tuesday, and just make sure it's good to go so we can cruise around. And that'll be pretty awesome to cruise around a Milner replica Deuce Coupe at Deuce Days for my first time going to Deuce Days. So pretty exciting to do that. And Chanel and I will fit in that car just fine. It's a little goofy though, you almost got to shift it between your legs, so it's not super fun to drive, but maybe we'll do make a bent shifter for it beforehand. I do have some 4-speed shifters at the shop that I can modify if we need to. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Just heading out there now, and we'll see you when we're driving the 32. Or if Kevin is, then I'll follow him and we'll film that. But either way, you'll see it. Talk to you soon. All right, I got here. Kevin already had it pretty much unloaded, but here she is. Been on the back of this since September last year, so get her checked out, tires aired up, and get her to the shop. Super cool. But yeah, the shifter is definitely uncomfortable right there on my leg, so maybe we'll see if we can get it moved over a few inches. Shouldn't be a problem. Got her all up and running. It ran on a gas while I was putting air in the tires, even though the gas gauge says half, so clearly that doesn't work. But yeah, the transmission shifter, as you can see, is right under my leg, and that's in 4th gear. So I need to bend that over, like, so the shifter is on the opposite side of this bezel here. Because in 1st gear is like right under my calf, and it pops out of 3rd gear, so we got to figure that out. But other than that, it should be all right. Of course, it's Armstrong steering, no tilt, drum brakes all around, so got to be extra careful. But otherwise, we'll be cruising in the best style you can, I think, for Deuce Days, and the Milner replica Deuce Coupe. So signed and everything. So yeah, anyway, not an easy car to drive, so I don't know if I can mount this. Oh, look at that. How's that look? Not bad. That's just sitting on the magnet on the dash. It'll probably fall off. Yeah. So we'll make sure we can get it cambered up for the weekend here, but yeah. So I think this will be fun. We'll work on getting that fuel gauge working, and we got water temp ×2. Not sure why. Or is this one's trans temp? No, they're both water. There would be a standard trans temp, but yeah. Get the gauges working, I don't see vacuum working, so make sure we don't have a vacuum leak. And I see why we don't have speed, but at the end of the day, not a big deal. We'll get her to the shop and we'll see you there. There it is, looking good. We'll get a few little things tiddled up on it. Should be good for the show.